Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, how's it going? How's DC treating you?
It's treating me well, Steven. Weather's finally getting good. It's not too hot yet. So, we're
Yeah,
getting kind of good spring in and everything like that. So, yeah, it's been nice.
that's good. That's good. Well, I'll let you all take it away with movie reviews.
Sure thing. So, I saw this past kind of time period since we had Memorial Day, a few things. The first thing I saw was the latest Fantastic Beasts movie, The Secrets of Dumbledore, and this is a movie that came out earlier this year. I actually didn't really have much interest in watching it, but it finally became available on HBO Max. So essentially, it's kind of free. And I decided to watch this. And this is the latest in the Fantastic Beasts series that follows kind of this Newt Scamander in the 20s. It takes place in the Harry Potter universe. And so in this movie, they've kind of moved on, and Grindelwald, the main villain from the last movie, is kind of vying for power, and he wants to be elected into the wizarding world as kind of the new leader, and Dumbledore and his kind of group are trying to stop them. I could go into more detail, but I'll say this: it's a very confusing movie. It's all over the place. I didn't watch the previous one. I saw the previous one when it came out of theaters, so I didn't kind of know what was going on because I didn't see the previous one right beforehand. And it's a little bit of a mess. I'm a fan of the original Harry Potters. I like that universe they built, the kind of the fun, the magic, the whimsy on this. This, I think, has gone a little bit off the rails. The problem is that there's a lot going on, and I lost interest in it in the sense that it's a prequel movie. I know what's happening. I know what's going to happen to Dumbledore. I know he's not going to die in any of these movies because he becomes the guy at Hogwarts. So there's really no big threat. So in the end, I'm spending 2 hours and 22 minutes, which again is way too long, to watch a movie about characters that I know what's going to happen to them. So that being said, it was free. If you're a big Harry Potter fan, if you like the universe, go watch it. Dumbledore, the acting's really well done. Matt Nicholson plays the main villain. Jude Law plays Dumbledore. It's still got some merits in there, and it's better than the last one. But if you have even just like a kind of a slight interest in the Harry Potter world, this is an easy skip. Um, the other thing I watched is the new Michael Myers show, and I don't know, Chike, if you saw this, but it's the Pentaveret, and this is a series on Netflix about a secret society, and Michael Myers plays multiple characters throughout this show, and about this Canadian journalist that's going to kind of uncover this secret society. It is billed as a comedy, but I will say this: the world is interesting. You do kind of have kind of a little bit of stake to see what happens next. But Mike Myers, who we haven't seen in a long time, hasn't done a lot of stuff. He is still stuck in, I think, that '90s humor mindset, and by that I mean there's like a lot of like bathroom jokes, a lot of fart jokes. There's jokes about like Canadians being Canadian, and all that stuff kind of went out of fashion a long time ago. So it's really not funny, but this whole secret society world building was fun. And Keegan Michael Key is in a few episodes. Ken Jeong is in a few episodes. So there are some merits to it. And I think there's only 6 episodes. So I'm going to kind of keep powering through it and see what happens there. And other than that, I'm just kind of looking forward to kind of what's coming down the pipeline. I will say, and I know Chike, you're about to mention it, so hopefully no spoilers. I have not started Stranger Things yet. I am looking forward to that. I'm excited. I'm really ready for it, but haven't seen a single episode of the new season yet. So yeah, I'll leave it there.
Okay. So the first film that I saw is called Emergency, and it's on Amazon Prime, and it stars R.J. Cyler, Donald Ellis Watkins, Sebastian Chacon. This film is about 3 young men of color who are set out on a legendary night of party hopping. They're in college, and there are a legendary series of parties, And I guess the legend goes, you are this great person or you're this great party person if you can make it through the series of parties and still be standing, at the end of the series. And so their mission is to do all the parties on the college circuit and make it out still standing at the end. However, as they start their journey, they go home to find an unconscious Caucasian woman on their floor, passed out, to the point where they don't know if she's alive or dead. And they're trying to figure out what to do with her. Starts the plot. And I found this movie to be very, very interesting. It addresses some social norms of today. It's very poignant to right now. And I think that it touches on some serious issues about interracial relations and what it means to be young, Black, and male in this country and have to deal with society, law enforcement, other races. I think that it's a really, really good watch. I've talked to a few other people about this film, and they pretty much feel the same way. It was a good watch. It's on Amazon Prime. It's not that not complicated. It's not hard, but it's a pretty good watch. Check it out. It's pretty interesting. Of course, Stranger Things is brand new, Netflix. I'm not going to go into details, but I will say this. This is season 4, right? How many damn things going to happen in this town? Like, I mean, this is the 4th year.
It's like the with the joke about Murder She Wrote. How many murders really happened in this lady's small town that they had however many seasons that every episode she solved a murder, right?
Right. And I do believe that Stranger Things should continue, but it just has to morph.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that this is, and I haven't finished the season. I didn't finish it. But I'm just hoping that there's some kind of shift and it morphs into something else, because I don't know if me personally, I can continue to watch, because it's becoming formulated to me now. It is a different storyline. There is something else going on, but it's still something going on in this particular town with these particular people. And me, I don't have that bandwidth to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. You have to give me some kind of difference. So hopefully after the 4th season, or maybe at the end of the season, you'll make a shift to keep me interested to want to go to a 5th season. But as of right now, if this ends the way that the other ones end, on this major cliffhanger, and it starts off, because they all start off, okay, annihilated, killed, we're finished, we're good. Okay, we're starting off fresh, everything's nice and peaceful, and then into comes the trouble. Like, I'm tired of that formula. So we have to do something else, Stranger Things. I hope you hear. And so I promised you guys that I was going to see Top Gun, right?
Did you see it?
So there was a war on Twitter. And Leah Remini, do we know Leah Remini, the star of Kings and Queens? She is a former Scientologist, and she's come out and spoken against Scientology. And there was a Twitter war going on between her and some people about Top Gun. And she made a good point. She said, why would you contribute, if you're against Scientology, why would you contribute to seeing this film when Tom Cruise is the second in charge of the Scientology organization? All you're doing is funding Scientology.
Her message didn't go far because it broke records.
I mean, it did, but she got me. And when I thought about it, because I've watched extensive documentaries on Scientology, and it's just disgusting to me. It really, really is. It's interesting as all hell, because I just don't understand how people can be duped into this. Like, what is wrong with you? But at the end of the day, that's where that money is going, because that's what he supports. That's where his loyalties lie. So I put the brakes on that. I didn't go see it. But if it comes on, a free something, I will watch it, because I think that he's a very talented artist. I just don't agree with his religious beliefs. So
Oh, that's fair. I have no. Again, like I said last time, I haven't seen the original. I have really no interest in watching this one, so I guess I'm doing my part.
Scientologists on board or non-Scientologists.
So The Boys on Amazon is back. And they're starting off raunchier and grittier than ever. They're better than they ever were. Definitely check that out. Better Call Saul is in its mid-season hiatus. They will come back in July. In case of you that watch it and you're looking for new episodes and you don't see them, they won't be back until July. They kind of did like an Ozark type of thing, took a break, and then they're going to give you the rest. P-Valley is back.
Yes.
I don't know. P-Valley's back. I haven't watched an episode yet, but I'm very excited. I think I'm going to wait to get maybe 3 or 4 in, and then I'll start watching.
I watched it Friday night. I will say you can tell they shot it in COVID, at least this first episode, because they're in COVID. Yeah.
Okay.
But they're talking about reopening the club. So you can tell.
So, actually, Stephen, one of my friends lives right up the street from where they shoot at. The
really?
Club.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of it?
The Pink.
The Pink,
yes.
Uh-huh.
Up the street from the Pink. So yeah. So I don't know. I hope that they're gonna be just as good as the first season.
It started off good. First episode was good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you keeping up with the First Lady?
Yes. Yeah.
And
it's
again,
still really good.
I have to shout out the veteran, the GOAT, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer's killing Betty Ford.
Betty Ford. She is killing it. She needs to win an Emmy for her portrayal. She has to. She's doing too good.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I don't have anything else.
Okay. I'll keep it short. I'm watching The Staircase, the miniseries. I had seen the documentary before. I didn't realize when you talked about it before, Chike. But the miniseries, I think I was watching Friday. I was exhausted. I had this new job and it is kicking my butt. Not the work is good, but I have long days. And so I saw 3. I think I fell asleep at episode 3, but it's good. My best friend was talking about Adam, Ty. He told me that he was watching it. And so, because he'd already seen the documentary as well. And so I started watching it. And he told me the first episode was kind of slow. It starts off slow, which it did, but it picks up. So I'm watching that. Then I watched, I'll just scroll through the different streaming services sometimes to see what they have. And I saw that Rebel Wilson has a new movie called Senior Year. And, she's lost all this weight. So this is, I guess, her first movie with her, her new look. And so it's about a high school girl. She starts off, she's from a different country, and she's like, kind of nerdy when first she gets here. And she makes it her mission to be one of the cool kids. She does. She's in the cheerleaders, very popular, has the boyfriend she wants. And she kind of started neglecting some of her friends and stuff because she was with the in crowd. Well, anyway, they set her up. The one who was the head cheerleader, she sets her up. So when they do they kick, flip in the air, the cheerleaders, she was flip in the air, they drop her. And so she goes into a coma for 22 years. She wakes up and she still thinks she's 17. She's not. And so she wants to finish high school because she's supposed to have her fairy tale life. So she goes back to high school, dressed as Britney Spears back in the day, in this modern day, school. And it's real funny. It's funny. That's what you expect of her. It's funny. It has a little emotion. I'm going to tell you, I did kind of tear up at the last scene, but it's good. And then there was one more thing. Oh, I saw, one thing I saw. I can't think. I still watch some of the reality shows, trying to get some of the guests. There was something else I saw I wanted to tell you all about. I can't think of what it is.
Must not been that good. Yeah.
It was good. I think it was good.
I just want to mention one more thing that I did watch. I love my documentaries. There's a great documentary on Hulu about the rapper XXX and his life. It was really, really eye-opening. And I can't say that I was necessarily a fan. I never really, gravitated toward his music. However, I did appreciate his essence and who he was in the industry, and the fact that he had legitimate love for his fan base, and he shared his most interpersonal secrets with his fans because he suffered from mental illness, and he was very open and candid about that with all of his fans, and he created music for that purpose. So if you ever listen to any of his songs, they are speaking specifically about being alone and being sad and being depressed, and all that. So definitely check it out. It's produced by his mother, and they really go in and explain, how he got from here to there, and then subsequently how he was killed at the age of, I believe he was like 21, 22.
22, I think.
Yeah, he was young, and his child was born after his death. It's a very moving story. So definitely check that out. It's on Hulu.
Absolutely. Anything coming down the pipeline?
Jurassic World Part 3 is out,
Yeah.
coming up soon. Thor: Love and Thunder, the Elvis biopic. You mentioned that last time, Steven. I think those are the big summer movies. There's probably a few more I can't think of, but yeah, those are the main ones.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that Elvis story. If they're going to tell, a candid, truthful story, I'd be interested in it. But the Jurassic,
I agree. I mean, I didn't see the last one. I saw Jurassic World. It was okay, but yeah, I mean, it's just popcorn filler at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, thank you for always letting us know what to spend our time and money on and whatnot. Have a great summer break, and we'll see you in August.
Thanks a lot.
Right back after this.